Hey guys, welcome to Jets TV here on Jet Central. As usual guys, go Jets, go Jets. Got my paraphernalia on here. But again, this is Unbiased Sports Talk. Please comment, rate, subscribe guys. Comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. I'm going to do my Week 15 picks. Hopefully this will get uploaded before the games start because YouTube has been tripping. So again guys, please comment, rate, subscribe, and like the video. So let's go ahead and get into my Week 15 picks. Jacksonville at Atlanta. I'm taking Atlanta. I think Atlanta's offense is going to be crazy. Jacksonville can't stop a soul, especially they're not going to be able to stop Atlanta, at least offensively. Julio Jones, I think, can have a big game. I also think that John Abraham is going to be able to rush Blaine Gabbert. Blaine Gabbert is playing like trash out there in Jacksonville. They might actually be thinking about drafting another quarterback as well. I think Maurice Jones-Drew can have a decent game running the ball, but I just don't think that's enough, and I don't think the Jacksonville has enough offensively to stop Atlanta, so I'm taking Atlanta. Dallas at Tampa Bay. I am taking Dallas. I think the Tampa Bay is extremely turnover prone. They look confused this year. They're a big disappointment. I picked them to challenge New Orleans in the NFC South for playoff position, and they haven't even come close to doing that. Dallas, I think, has weapons. This is a short week for Dallas, even though they're without DeMarco Murray for the rest of the season due to his ankle injury. He's also getting a surgery to get that fixed. I just don't think the Tampa Bay has enough. I mean, not only is Josh Freeman throwing far too many interceptions, but they're just fumbles and special team mistakes. It's just too much. And I'm tired of people saying that Tampa Bay is so young. That's why. No. They're just making plain mistakes. Okay, so that's what I'm taking Dallas in this game. I just don't think the Tampa Bay has enough. This game could really be a blowout, honestly, when I think about it, because they gave 7 turnovers away to Jacksonville last week. Tampa Bay did. So I just got to take Dallas. Carolina at Houston. I'm taking Houston. I think that Houston's offense is going to get rolling. I think their defense is also something that's going to be important in this game. If they can slow Cam Newton down, because Carolina's defense sucks. It's really, really bad. You can pretty much do whatever you want to them. So I think Yates has stepped up and played huge in Houston. I think Aaron Foster has another big game. I just think that Houston's going to be able to run the ball on Carolina because Carolina's run defense is awful. And they're just going to, take the game away. I think that Carolina has a chance with Cam Newton. He may be able to put up points, but we all know with, when you give him the ball a lot and you make him put up big numbers, he'll throw touchdowns, but he'll also throw interceptions. And it's usually, if you put the ball in his hands a lot, he throws more interceptions than, touchdowns sometimes. So I'm taking Houston. I think Houston's defense gets all over Cam Newton, so I'm taking Houston once again. Washington, the New York Giants. I'm taking the New York Giants. The wheels are falling off in Washington. Santana Moss has had a decent year. Rex Grossman is very streaky. That gives them a chance. If he gets hot in this game, it could be a close game. But you know what? I think the pass rush of the Giants is going to keep Rex Grossman from getting anywhere. I think Brandon Jacobs offensively is going to be a big factor in this game. If he runs the ball stout against Washington's defense, this game is pretty much all but over. That opens the game up for Akeem Nicks. That opens the game up for Bradshaw, Ahmad Bradshaw, the other running back. That opens up the game for a lot of things that the Giants like to do. So I got to take the Giants. I think Eli Manning has a big game. Miami at Buffalo. I'm taking Buffalo. The wheels are falling off in Miami as well. Tony Sparano just got fired, which isn't really a big deal. He only had a 1-year deal left, and he didn't even want to be there. He put his house up for sale last week, so I don't know what everybody else is tripping about. That man does not care. He already got his money like a boss. He's already been paid, so whatever, fire me. You were going to fire me at the beginning of the year anyway, so it's whatever. I think Buffalo is really just trying to stay afloat. They're pretty much all but done in the chase for the playoffs, but I don't want, I'm pretty sure they don't want to go into the night quietly, so I think Fitzpatrick is going to have to play better. He's played like crap since they gave him that contract. But I think this is a game where they can come out and do it. So I'm taking Buffalo. Seattle and Chicago. I'm taking Seattle. Chicago's offense is decimated. They pretty much have no quarterback. They have no running back after Matt Forte. I've got to take Seattle. Marshawn Lynch is just running like a beast. Tavares Jackson is playing some questionable football, but when you have a run game like they have right now in Seattle, you know, things just open up for you offensively anyway. So I've got to take Seattle. New Orleans and Minnesota, I'm taking New Orleans. Minnesota's secondary is awful. Adrian Peterson is trying to come back. He's only 85% from an ankle injury. Why he's rushing back to get back on the field, I have no clue, because you have no chance at the playoffs. It's not like you going out there at 85% is is going to do anybody a world of good. You're already hurt. You run hard, so it's going to make it a lot worse. You're stupid. Go sit on the bench. New Orleans offense is going to get rolling. Minnesota's secondary sucks. From safety to corner, they have a lot of questions. I think Drew Brees has a big game. I think they also run the ball as well on Minnesota. Things go really, hell rail in this game. So I'm taking New Orleans. Cincinnati at St. Louis. I'm taking Cincinnati. St. Louis offense sucks. Josh McDaniels should be fired. I have no clue why anyone would let him be an offensive coordinator for any team after what he did to the Broncos. And if you look at what he's doing to the Rams, he's doing the exact same thing. He blew the Broncos up when they gave him the head coaching job. They fired him after that. He goes to the St. Louis Rams, and he's done nothing but confuse them offensively. They suck now. Cincinnati's defense is going to play stout. Cincinnati's offense is going to be able to score points. I just got to go with Cincinnati. Tennessee at Indy, I'm taking Tennessee, although I think this would be a close game because they are AFC South rivals. I'm taking Tennessee because Indy is all but giving up. Andrew Luck is pretty much just, waiting in the wings. They're trying to trot Peyton Manning out there in Indy. I have no clue why they're even talking about him anymore. He clearly is not going to play. No one cares, even if he does, because you're not going to the playoffs. So what's the point of putting the man out there? I mean, there's just a lot of questions in Indy. Jim Irsay needs to stop tweeting every single injury report and giving up information to other teams. I mean, just because you're the owner of the Colts doesn't mean that you need to, put everything out there. Give your defensive coordinators, your offensive coordinators, and your head coaches a chance to be mysterious. Stop, advertising what the players are going to be, Jim Irsay. Like, this is just ridiculous. Things need to change out there in Indy, and let me tell you, they will change because you guys are going to have the first pick of the first round this year. So get it together. And I'm taking Tennessee, just in case I didn't say that. Green Bay at Kansas City. I'm taking Green Bay. I think Kansas City's defense sucks. Green Bay's going to have a field day. Aaron Rodgers is going to have pretty much some big numbers. Even though Greg Jennings is out for this game because he has a sprained knee, I think the Jordy Nelson steps up. I think they'll also be able to run the ball heavy in Kansas City. They're starting Kyle Orton in Kansas City, but I don't think that's going to make too much of a difference. I think he just got there. He really didn't want to play for them anyway. He was hoping to go back to the Bears when he got released. Kansas City swooped in and scooped him, but I really don't think that makes much of a difference. I think the streak continues. Green Bay continues to go undefeated. Detroit at Oakland. This could be a very big game for Oakland. If they lose this game, this could really knock them out the playoffs, but I've got to take Detroit. When things are on the line in Oakland, Oakland tends to react, ridiculously. They get stupid penalties. They do stupid things. Carson Palmer just looks questionable this year. He's done nothing but throw interceptions. After his first 2 games, he's looked horrible. McFadden's probably not going to play. He's questionable. They also have an injury at receiver. I think that Detroit's going to come in there and play stout up front. Calvin Johnson's going to have a field day with the secondary because those safeties in Oakland are trash. Let me tell you, Michael Huff, don't let him fool you. He's not that good. There's no corners outside of route, and route is even not that good, to be honest with you, because he does a lot of holding and a lot of grabbing as a corner. And everybody that plays football knows when you're grabbing and holding as a corner, that means you got beat. So I'm taking Detroit. New England at Denver, I'm taking New England. I think this whole Tebow magic crap ends. I don't think the Denver's defense is going to be able to stop Tom Brady. And that is why I think Denver is going to lose this game. Because Tim Tebow is not just doing it by himself, ladies and gentlemen. That defense in Denver is playing extremely well. But I think they're coming in. I think New England's coming in this week is a vaunted offense who knows how to put up points. And I think that Denver is going to have trouble doing just that, putting up points. I think New England's secondary sucks. Their defense is extremely questionable. But when you have a quarterback that doesn't throw, you don't have to be scared of any of those things. Wham! When you have a quarterback that cannot be accurate and hit his mark, you don't have to worry about being, precise as a defense. You don't have to be in the direct, exactly in the right spot because he doesn't throw to the right spot anyway. I do, however, question if they can stop Denver's offense running wise. Denver really starts to run the ball hard. If McGahee starts to run the ball hard, this could be a long game for New England, but I can't even see that. So I'm taking New England. Cleveland and Arizona, I'm taking Arizona. Cleveland sucks. I think Joe Hayden is great. I think he'll be able to cover Larry Fitzgerald somewhat, but I think at the end of the day, Larry Fitzgerald's going to get his. Early Doucette is also going to be a very big factor in this game. He could end up playing fairly well. I just think that Arizona is just going to beat Cleveland as far as putting up more points. Cleveland's really bad this year. Really, really bad. Some things have really got to change in that franchise. So I'm taking Arizona. Baltimore and San Diego. I'm taking Baltimore. I think San Diego is, they're playing decently. We all know they don't show up until December, which is far too late. Norv Turner's job is definitely on the line, and I'm really, I'm not hoping that he gets fired, but if he does, I'll be excited, and I'll say why after the season, depending on whether he gets fired. I'll tell you exactly why I'll be, excited. I think the Baltimore's defense plays extremely well. I think they're going to lock in on Phillip Rivers. I think Phillip Rivers is going to have another one of those games where he comes out and gets the deer in the headlights look and starts to make stupid plays and throw stupid interceptions. And I think that that's what is going to get the job done. I also think that Ray Rice is going to have a big game. San Diego has trouble stopping the run, and when you get extremely physical with them, they tend to get soft. So I'm taking Baltimore. Pittsburgh and San Francisco. I'm taking San Francisco. Let me tell you why. Ben Roethlisberger has a high ankle sprain. He is not mobile. So he's not going to be able to step through those tackles or, break tackles of people that are trying to sack him this game. That's not going to happen. And I think that's going to be his whole deal. I think that San Francisco can rush the passer. That defense in San Francisco is for real. My question with San Francisco is, can this offense score points against Pittsburgh Steelers defense? Frank Gore's not just going to be able to just run the ball all willy-nilly. You're not gonna beat the Steelers like that. You're going to have to throw the ball. Is there enough targets? Outside of Vernon Davis, I have questions. Michael Crabtree, he hasn't shown me enough to say, oh, this guy's going to make some crazy plays. You got to double Michael Crabtree. Haven't seen enough out of him. Braylon Edwards is hurt. I need more than just Vernon Davis and Michael Crabtree. Question mark. Michael Crabtree, question mark. Hit me up, guys. 49er fans, let me know. Do you guys think, what's going on? Pittsburgh fans, let me know. Because I think that San Francisco is going to win this game, but I think they're going to win this game with defense. And last but not least, the New York Jets at the Philadelphia Eagles. I am taking the Philadelphia Eagles in this game, and let me tell you why. Jim Leonard is hurt. That's pretty much our star safety. Brodney Poole, great backup safety starter. He sucks. Eric Smith, who's our starting safety, he sucks as well. He's bad, like really bad. He's horrible in coverage. And I think that that's what Philadelphia is going to key in on. I think they're going to motion Deshaun Jackson. They're going to motion Jeremy Maclin, and they're going to line him straight up with Eric Smith because we're going to have to blitz to sack Michael Vick. And let me tell you, once they get Eric Smith single-on-single coverage, man-on-man coverage, it's going to be over for Eric Smith. He's going to get destroyed. I think we're going to have a hard time keeping Michael Vick in the pocket. That's probably going to be Calvin Pace's and David Harris's job. I don't think they're going to do all that great of a job on Vic. I think he'll be able to run from spot to spot, and when he gets on the move, he's going to make plays outside the box. I also think we're going to have a hard time stopping LaShawn McCoy as well. I think that offensively, we're going to have some trouble. Trent Cole and Jason Babin rush the passer. That's what they do. I think if we get in some long passing downs, like we probably will, we're going to have some trouble because Ron Turner cannot block a soul. DeBrickashaw Ferguson has a tendency to get beat this season by, decent pass rushers. He got beat by Carter, who plays for New England, who's been in the league for years, and was getting beat. He gave up like 3 sacks that game. Trent Cole is not a game. He's not a game at all. And I think that if he gets up on Ron Turner or he gets up on DeBrickashaw and he starts really getting those hands going, man, it could be a long game for us. So I got to take Philly in this game with a heavy heart. I know this could probably put a dent on our way to the playoffs, but I'm taking Philly in this game because I just don't think we have enough defensively to slow Philly down. I think offensively we'll be able to play decently. I think if we run the ball with Sean Green, it could be a decent game, but I can't see that. So I've got to take Philadelphia in this game. So with that said, there goes my Week 15 picks, guys. As always, Jets, Jets, Jets. Please comment, rate, subscribe, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe, and like the videos as well. Thank you guys for watching, man. Peace.